Alright, we'll do the final hookup and how the DVR works. Start with your camera, and this should already be done at install, but you take the camera and the camera cord, you connect that. Then on the other end, you'll have your video and your power supply. You hook that on the other end. That is what will give you your video, your power. You take the power supply, plug it into the black side, and this should already be done on site. Plug that into your outlet. And then you have a video cable here. You also have RCA cables. So you take those RCA cables, plug in the yellow, red, or white. The red and white can also be used as video as well. So I plugged it in yellow. So on the other side I have yellow. And there's a B and C connector, small coupler that you put on the RCA cable, and then that goes into the back of the DVR. I'm going to have two cameras, so I'm going to have one yellow and one white. So I'll hook up my other camera here into the white. So now I have my RCAs are plugged in. On the back of the DVR I have a mouse. I plug the mouse in to the back. There's also a Cat 5 cable or a LAN cable that this will be the responsibility of the owner to hook into their system and set up the internet. Also have an HDMI that's in the box that goes from the back of the DVR to the TV. Plug that into the back. Then now all we need is our power. Have our power cord here, plugging into the back of the DVR. The last part is the remote control. So we'll turn on the TV. Hopefully, here we go. So, the night owl will come on first. This is a setup. I've already set up this DVR, so we'll kind of run through a couple of things. Please be patient. Okay, so here's the startup. Go to next setup. And what you're going to do is you're going to put username. The username is always going to be on each one of these. Do Hydro 1, enter, and the password is also Hydro 1. And no, there is not a keyboard for this. They're going to have to do it with the mouse. I know it's a pain, but it's just something that we have to do. So next step, you can automatically do it. Automatically, that means they have to be connected to internet. So when you do that, you can test it. Once again, the owner is responsible to be able to hook this up to the internet. So we'll just do manual. No need to change any of these tools at all. Email, what this is the user or owner can put in their email address. So if there is some case that the disk is getting full or there's any type of notification, it can go directly to their email. All of these, this is more or less just for what domain, if they set up online an account. So no need to worry about anything like that. Dates, you can come in here and change the date. All you do is click on the first number and you can change to whatever date you want. Go through there, you can set the time. I've already set the time. You can change the format, the time format, either 12 or 24 hours, and then don't change this video format. So this is where the Night Owl system is available for mobile devices. This is a feature where they can actually see the video on a cell phone. That's something that they'll have to set up through their server and then on their cell phone as well. So we're just going to go to live feed. So when you go to the live feed on this, there's only 2 cameras that we have here. On this, there's the ability to have 8 different camera views. If you want to see camera view number 1, just click on it and you will see the camera. Right click on the mouse. Menu will bring up your live output, and it's basically showing you what you're seeing. Nothing here really needs to change at all. The sequence time, what that is it will switch between videos, video views. Record, you can go into schedule of what you've recorded. This main stream is not anything you have to worry about. Don't mess with anything in this section, but you can change and check what channels you've recorded on, and this is more or less being able to enable recording on every single one of those channels. And what's the duration? And I have it 30 minutes because there's usually a 30-minute session. Searching, this is how you search for recorded videos, and I'll come back to this. If you want to look for a particular date, 09/14. So I put in a date here of 9/14/2014, and the time was 22:20. I can search that day, and these red show me when there was a recording. So on the 14th of September there was a recording. On the 16th of September there was a recording. Up here, what I'm searching for specifically for the 9/14 at 22:20, which is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's then going to ask me what cameras I want to see. So you can clear all of them, or you can pick all of them. I'm going to clear and just do channel number 1, and I'm going to press play. There's no recordings on that channel. So what I can do then is go back, click on 14. I can play, and it's going to play everything that was recorded. And at this time, it's just a blank screen. So I'll go back, and I'll I'll try to record it. I'll go in here. Let's do 1420. So here's a recording from the past. So that it'll show your time here of when you recorded. So that's how you will search. You go in 9:14, 4:22, and this is the clinician's going to have to know what time they were in there. They can play. Here's a little good time for you guys. So that's how you search your recordings. The network, this is how they hook up to their internet. And then the system, going through here, this is all your dates, times, usernames. The administrator user number 1 is all that you need to do. And then this just gives info on the actual system. So, easy one-step kind of deal to take the mouse and to right-click. At the bottom, you're going to see view of 4, view of 9. You cannot, if you go into here, and that's right-clicking to zoom, you can't zoom on our cameras. And if you do, what they do is they become pixelated. You can start recording. Oops. Record by pushing the red button that says REC. That's going to start a recording. If you see at the top, it says 11/1/2014 at 9:52. So it is recording. And then you can stop that. And then to record search, you can just go into 11/1/2014 at 9:51. You want to search on 11/1 when we recorded anything. On the 1st, there's the time, play, and that was this morning when I came into the office and turned on the lights. So this system saw it was motion detected. So this system saw a change, so it started recording. So you really have to look at this system like a security system as well. It has the motion sensors. Alrighty, I'll go back to our camera views. The picture-in-picture. So whatever, the big video is always going to be channel 1, and then you can pick what you want as channel 2, and you can move that picture-in-picture anywhere you want to on the screen. The other part is when you record, you're recording every single camera view that's on there. If you have 2 cameras, it's recording 2. If you have 6 cameras, it's recording 6 cameras. And to go into search, to be able to delete any of these, what it will do is the system itself will delete it once it's filled up. To be able to back up, what you do is you go here to backup, you search. So let's say at 9:03, I know that was a session. So you take your USB and in the front of the DVR, you plug it in. And in that backup section, I'll go back. So you go to backup, and you'll pick the date and the time search you want to go. Press search. Pick which one. Here was a session for close to 1 minute. You press backup, and it's saving that file to your USB. Now that is on the USB. And then what will happen is that once the DVR starts filling up, it'll delete the oldest video. So once again, at the bottom, main menu, and you always get to this bar at the bottom by right-clicking. If you right-click the mouse, that bottom section will come up. So you have your views, you have the ability to record, and if you want to look at this picture, you just double-click on it. You can record here, the REC button. If you want to search to play back, it's this record search. If you want to do picture-in-picture, it's the small and big screen at the bottom. And in this start sequence, what that does is you can actually have a sequence of these, your cameras starting and stopping. So it'll go from camera 1 to camera 2 to camera 3, back to camera 1. And it'll do like our old timing switcher where it's sequenced all the way through. The other great thing is on the remote, it's got the same things. So you can see it's sequencing, it's changing on its own. And to stop that, you just go to stop sequence, and it stops the sequence. On the remote control, if you want to choose camera view number 1, all you have to do is press 1, and it'll change it. If you want 2, it'll change it there. So you have basically a switcher here in your remote. It also has the menu button. You can go to the you can go to your menu. And it also has a record button, so you can press record, and it'll start recording. And it's got your fast forward, play, pause to be able to go through all of them. But this is more or less used as a switcher button and also to record. Hopefully that helps, guys. And to go in here in the advanced, I wouldn't mess with a lot of this. There's really nothing in here. The wizard setup is great. The firmware updates, these are all things that the owner will have to do at some point in the future if they want to upgrade this system. So hopefully it helps. Thanks, guys.